Hey kiddo, welcome back to another episode. I have Zeb and Jake with me, and of course, I am your host, Trina. You guys want to say hi?
Hi.
Hello.
We are talking all about the old piece today, which comes out on December 10th. And that is just around the corner. It's a couple days away from when we're recording this, but when you guys are listening to this, it'll probably be a day or so away. And it seems like just yesterday we were at TennoCon getting some teasers for the old piece, and now it's finally here. Are you guys excited?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It is weird how yeah, it how quickly they come out with content because I feel like we just heard about this stuff and
Yeah,
it's
for real.
already out. It's
Well, and they
already
Right?
coming.
just had an update like a month or two ago too,
The
just
new
like
frame.
with another new frame, and
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
like constant updates, which is great.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
All right. So, December 10th is when Old Piece comes out, and we want to talk about what we are most excited about for this update. There is a whole big long list, so if you missed the dev stream, highly recommend going to watch that final dev stream of the year. Otherwise, they do have an overview right on their website as well. But we're going to talk about what we're most excited about. And how about we start off with Zeb, what you're most excited
Me.
about?
Um, well, so, we're all newish Warframe players, and this past year we caught up to, in terms of story, everything that they had to offer. So I'm most excited for more story content. I'm more for cutscenes, and we're gonna hang out with Lloyd and Lotus more, and I'm especially because 99 was like a just a drifter thing without and just new characters really, so not anyone we are used to, which was awesome. I still love that, obviously, but it'll be awesome to go back to hanging out with Lotus again and just back to the roots of what we started with in terms of Warframe story and stuff. So I'm excited. I
Yeah.
love I love their character growths and stuff, and they write really good story.
And we get to go back to Tau and see like Tau, when the war was going on, kind of the big battle.
Yeah.
So that shall be interesting because I don't think, and maybe unless they took it out or changed it around, we didn't really visit Tau or see much of Tau throughout our
No,
gameplay, right?
Tao is unreachable by the time we wake up.
Okay.
The like the what happens, which is weird, is and what I'm excited for answers for is because the story was always told that the not robots, but the Sentinels rise up because they're supposed to actually colonize Tau to make it ready for the Orokin to show up, and then the Sentinels are like, but if the Oricans show up, they're just gonna destroy the system like they did the Sol system. So they destroyed the entire solar. I can't remember what they're called now. This the jump gates essentially that make it possible for travel. So currently, that's what I think this is gonna lead into. Is there are still a ton of Sentinels in Tau right now, and they're sounding like they're getting ready for an invasion, or we're getting ready to go back to do something with them, but this is gonna lead into that, and so just it's like a prequel to a sequel.
Yeah. And I think from the little bit that we've seen, it seems like we're kind of going back into Lotus's memories to kind of see what Tau was like back then. And then that will launch us into whatever the next update, or maybe two updates from now,
Mm-hmm.
in 2026. Because they did say we were returning to Tau in 2026, which
Yeah.
is really
Yep.
exciting.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right. Well, I'm excited about new quests too. Like, it's just always fun to see new cutscenes and learn a
More
little bit more.
reveals and
Yeah, for sure.
I think we'll move on to Jake then. What are you most excited about?
I am very excited for the new Protoframes that we're gonna be getting. So we've got Leon Allard. Leon Allard. I don't know if I should do like a French accent for every one of them, but so I think Leon is gonna be Uriel's Protoframe. I think that's what it was.
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got Marie Leroux, who is the Wisp Protoframe that everyone is going crazy for.
Mhm.
And then we've got Roth, who is the Harrow Protoframe as well. So,
Yes.
and all of that also coincides with like new the Kim. Is it called Kim? It's called something different, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember what they're calling it now for
Yeah.
this stuff, but yes, new conversations.
Yeah, so there's going to be new conversations for each Protoframe as well, which is always really cool because they do a really good job of kind of like experiencing like you kind of learn stuff about yourself while you're playing that game or doing the conversations. So I'm interested to kind of see how that works for those characters.
Mhm. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we are teaching them kind of about us, or like if they're teaching them more about, or teaching us about them a little bit more.
Right.
Because it sounded like at TennoCon when they talked about these conversations that they were going to be set up a little bit differently. That they was still going to be romanceable, but wasn't going to be quite the same as 99. So
I don't think it's going to be as much exposition
Mhm.
in terms of our character basically telling us the story that we kind of missed, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then we'll be able to romance them separately from the other Protoframes, which is kind of cool. So, there's some time changes or something like that has to do with that. So, and then I think you're able to also bring them into like your studio, like your picture or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your capture scenes.
Capture, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm sure some people will make some crazy captures with that. So.
Oh,
Yeah. With Marie for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they did like a teaser during the dev stream of like that romanceable scene that you kind of get towards the end, and it was just funny. They were like, "Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off."
And Steve's reaction after they turned it off was like, okay, so are they all like that?
Yeah, they really played into the community hype around that character for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So
I think it's really cool too how we're going to be getting like all of the Gemini skins for all three Protoframes, as well as just Uriel is the new Warframe. So I think we should probably at least touch on Uriel's new abilities as well.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So so I guess he's got his new passive ability where he basically has 3 demons that he's able to summon. So I'm probably going to butcher these names.
It's totally okay.
Katanak. That sounds right. So that they chain people together. And then if you do damage to one of the enemies, it also does damage to all the other enemies that are chained to those enemies, which is really cool. I feel like people are gonna do some crazy builds with that and just like annihilate an entire area.
See number go up.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of red numbers. And then we've got Gulfagor. And they basically like latch on to an enemy. And then that enemy, when killed, drops a bunch of orbs, I think is what their
yeah,
thing
health
is.
and energy orbs. So
yeah,
it sounds like it would be like a really good like support passive essentially. Yeah,
exactly. And then we've got Vithalis, So they create runes from the corpses of killed enemies, and then walking through those runes will buff your weapons, and increase your fire rate and give you elemental heat damage or ammo. So that's really cool. That's almost like a wisp thing in a way, where like you can put down her abilities and then do like just go so fast and stuff like that. So that's gonna be really cool. I'm excited for all of those. And those are just his passive abilities. Like, so we can go into his like actual like abilities. So his first one, his number one is you basically are engulfed in flames, and then when you do a double jump, or sorry, a double dodge or something, or like just do a dodge, I think it is. He basically becomes like a flying smoke spinny thing, and then he can like fly around the map, and then he can come out of it, shoot a bunch, and then go back into it and stuff like that. It looks really cool.
I think when he's flying too, he can like fire at enemies as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And then his number two, so that one heals you and your demons. And then if a demon dies, the number two also like resurrects that demon. So that's pretty cool. He seems like he's gonna be a lot of like buffing and like healing and stuff like that, which is really great. And then his number three, he rips out the souls of his demons and then launches them at enemies, and then they explode on contact, inflicting damage vulnerability. And then if you have Infernalis, which is his number one active, its fire effect also applies to your demon's soul for added synergy. So that's pretty cool. And then his number four, so it looks like there's gonna be some sort of like synergy between his demons like doing damage, and then a bar will fill up basically, and then once that's fully charged, and then it just says everything's on fire and everything dies. So
highly recommend
that as you will.
If you haven't watched a little demonstration that they do of this, go and watch it, because literally the entire room just becomes fire. Like, it is crazy. You're gonna see red numbers everywhere.
That's awesome. Yeah. So he's definitely gonna become a really close character to me, I think. I think that he's awesome. We didn't even talk about the voice actor who's playing Uriel's Protoframe.
Yeah, I think we mentioned in the last episode, but we can totally talk about it again because it's exciting.
Yeah. Do you guys want to talk about it? Because you probably know more about his.
I'll let Zeb do it.
What? I don't remember his name.
It's like voice actor for MXL.
MXL, from Final Fantasy 14. So, we're all kind of Final Fantasy 14 players as well, so we're really excited for that. His Gemini skin too, like his whole transition between his Gemini skin is so cool, and I'm so excited for it. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to buy that bundle. And then we also didn't talk about, so he also has a bayonet that is coming with his, it'll probably be a pack or whatever. You'll be able to get it all in game and stuff just by doing like the new missions and whatnot, but like the new bayonet looks really cool. The sound it makes is awesome. I'm very excited for that as well.
And it's the first weapon that is in 2 slots at the same time. So it's in your primary and your melee, because you can shoot and melee with it. Which is
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah. It looks really cool. And I was watching some videos of it and them showcasing it, and people's heads were just exploding off, and it looks really neat. So
Yeah.
And paired with Uriel's abilities, oh my gosh, it's just off the charts.
yeah, I love when they like come out with a new frame and they kind of have this whole like ecosystem around them with their new weapons, and like it's usually a weapon and a melee weapon as well, and this is kind of cool because it's just one, but it takes the place of both. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, I think, touched on all of the Protoframes, unless Zeb wants to say anything about Marie before we move on. I know he's most excited about her.
Maybe it's a tough thing with him and Uriel. It's like, might just have to get the bundle.
Yeah.
I will get them all, but we'll see. I think the last thing that I want to talk about, there are so many things that are coming out with Old Piece. I think I was recapping the dev stream earlier today, and they said it was just under 5 gigabytes. So it's a pretty big update, but like there's a lot to it. But what I'm most excited for is the new missions that we're getting along with the Old Piece. One of them is called Descendia, and it's essentially 21 floors of hell, is what they said. You get to basically, each floor gets harder as you continue to go up. And it really reminds me of kind of like the deep dungeons in Final Fantasy that we have. Kind of get rewards on each floor, and it gets harder as you go. And then the other fight or mission that we're gonna have access to is the Parida Rebellion. And essentially it's like you complete a bunch of objectives, and then at the very end there's a boss that you have to beat. And what's also really cool in this mission is you'll find randomly Prime Vanguard Warframes will come and try to fight you. They're going to try to stop you from completing your objectives. So you may see like Ember Prime trying to stop you from completing those objectives, and you have to fight them, which is really cool. So both of these quests are really awesome, and what's also really cool is if you are new or have a friend that's returning to the game, they're adding in what they call the skip mechanic. It's free, and essentially it's going to allow you to join your friend who has already completed all the content, to join them on these 2 missions for free. You don't have to do the story or anything like that, as long as you are mastery rank 10, because without that you won't be able to publicly queue into some of these missions. And then you won't have any access to any of the quest lock content. So if you haven't, I believe it's the Lotus Eaters is the quest that you need to complete to actually be able to do the Old Piece. So if you haven't gotten that far, you won't have access to any of the quest lock content, but you will be able to do these missions if you have a friend that drags you along. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. I know that there's a lot of content out there for this game, and it's obviously you should do it all, but this is really cool to be able to just jump in, you know?
Yeah. And we definitely have friends that, played a while ago or, just started the game, and now we can be like, hey, come play this really cool mission with us. Oh, you really like it? Now continue the rest of the story.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So, it'll be fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is pretty much all that we wanted to talk about during this episode. Again, there is a ton of stuff coming out. Just high level, Operator and Drifter remaster. There's new focus school expansion. We've got some new deluxe bundles and stuff coming out. So highly recommend go out and watch the dev stream or go look at the Warframe website for that. Too long didn't read.
Right.
Little version there. And I hope you guys are just as excited about Old Peace as we are. Before it comes out on December 10th, make sure that you've picked your favorite focus school, got your fashion all ready, because it is coming in hot, and I'm really excited to go and explore Tau. And they also mentioned in the dev stream as well, on December 11th at the Game Awards, Warframe will be there, even though I don't think they were actually nominated for anything this year. But they are doing a world premiere of something, some surprise, which is really crazy because they're literally bringing out this huge update on the 10th, and the Game Awards is on the 11th. So I'm like, what are they going to bring? We will see. So.
Yeah, I have no idea. And I'm excited.
Very, very.
Yeah.
I'll be watching the Game Awards for sure. And this is just our little plug. If you want to go see our predictions, go to our main podcast, Gamerheads podcast, to see what our predictions are on the Game Awards.
We were all correct. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yep, spoilers. All right. Well, thank you so much, Zeb, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And Jake, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
And thank you, all of you, for joining me and listening to our Old Peace update and what we're most excited for. We hope to see you in the next episode, and make sure, you like our episodes, comment if you have any suggestions of what you want to hear from us. And you should be able to find us out on our YouTube, Gamerheads Podcast, and you can find the Hey Kiddo podcast on any of your favorite streaming platforms. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.